Hey everyone, want to do a real quick video. I've been asked this question a few times with what's going on with I bonds. So kind of a time sensitive thing. So middle of May here. So just wanted to get this out of where do I go to get I bonds? How do I buy them? What's the benefit? I just do a really quick video on this. Unfortunately, through us, we are not able to buy I bonds for you. A lot of our portfolios are designed to have what are called TIPS in there. Ticker TIP is Treasury Inflation Protected Securities, slightly different from I bonds. But if you want to buy an I bond, it is a bond through the federal government. So you basically have to use cash to get it. And you're going to use the website. It's treasurydirect.gov. And I think that they know that a lot of people are buying I bonds right now with what's going on because you go to their main page and it's just, how do I buy I bonds? I'm thinking right here. But in the bottom right corner is your up-to-date I bond information. And the first one is how to buy I bonds. So this website will give me some baseline info in terms of if I ask a couple questions like how can I buy it, who can buy one, I could buy paper format. My grandma used to buy a bunch of paper bonds and things like that over the years. You can buy them electronically now. And in the grand scheme of things, right now with interest rates, 9.62 is what it says as of 5/19. So if we buy an I bond right now, it's a 9.62% interest through October. And we could buy it from now through October. But if I want to buy them and I'm looking at this little questionnaire, it's actually got the answer right here. How can I buy I bonds? For most of us, we're going to do it the electronic route instead of getting the actual paper because you have to use your income tax refund to buy the paper one. But you've got Treasury Direct. You have to create an account through Treasury Direct. So once you click on that, if you've already bought bonds in the past, whether it's I bonds or different things, and use their website, you can log right in. But in this case, we're going to open an account. And it's got some disclosures and things like that. It's going to walk you through it. But applying now is basically how we go in here. You set it up as an individual. It'll ask you your personal information, social security number, that kind of stuff, your address, and ask you how do you want to fund it, which most likely if you have a check with you, you can do an ACH, you can write the routing number, the account number, that kind of thing, and you submit it into it. But I want to be crystal clear with this, though. When we're buying I bonds, right, we all focus on that 9.62%. And technically speaking, assuming the federal government doesn't go under, you're principal protected, right? You're buying a paper bond. But if we're buying an I bond, it is a 30-year bond. Just like I said, with my grandma, I still have some at home. She used to buy me Series E bonds, physical paper, and it was a 30-year maturity until it actually came to fruition. I was able to cash it in. You don't need to hold it for 30 years, but to get the benefit, you want to hold it for at least 1 year. And this interest rate of 9.62, as it said it on there, is only good until 11 of 2022. And then they're going to factor in a new interest rate that is linked to inflation. I use an equal sign. It's not an equal sign, but it's linked to inflation. And also the Fed fund rate. And there's a couple other things that are in there. The projections, right? Obviously, it's transitory inflation, but the projection is still showing as of late over a 4% interest as of October. So if I'm holding this for a total of a year, first 6 months I get 9.62, the second 6 months I might get 4 is what the projection is right now. But after the first year, so if I hold this thing for 1 year, you can hold it to maturity and you'll just get your periodic interest over time and get your principal back. But after the first year, after that 1 year mark, I can sell it back to the government. And what they do is if I sell it back, as with all linked accounts, if you work with this, you're familiar with this, but they slap you on the wrist with an early withdrawal charge if you sell it back to them before the 30 years is up. So within the first 5 years, the penalty is the last 3 months worth of interest. So in this specific instance, if you got cash and you want to put it in there and we just do it for 1 year, kind of treat it like a 1-year CD, let's just say, use big round numbers, I got it for 1 year, and the first 6 months I got 9% plus, right? It's 9.62, but big round numbers. I got 9%, and the second 6 months I get 4% interest. And then I liquidate. So I ask for my cash back. I started with my cash here. I asked for my cash back here. Well, the penalty if I sell it after the first year is the previous 3 months worth of interest. So I'm basically going to get penalized the last 2% of interest here. You're still making out. That's still a heck of a lot better than what most banks are giving you, what CDs are giving you even. So we can still come out on the positive here. This is not meant to be holding it for the 30 years. You can if you'd like to. Talk to your specific planner, somebody from our team, lean into us, let us know if you have questions. But it's not meant to be a long-term play. But if we got some cash sitting around, we used to do some CD shopping, or our emergency funds have gotten bigger. We have some non-tax qualified assets that we've liquidated. We can utilize something like this within the plan as part of the base of the pyramid. It is a linked account. We're just restricted, right? It should hold it for a year. You're going to get penalized if you leave early, and you can only do $10,000 per year per person. Meaning if you're husband and wife, you can do 20, 10 for the husband, 10 for the wife, but you only do $10,000 per person per year. So you're limited. It's not going to be something you stick 200 grand in. Lean into us if you do have questions on this, but just wanted to shout out and walk you through this. You got to go through treasurydirect.gov. Right in the bottom right corner is how to buy an I-bond, most up-to-date information on I-bonds, and walk you through, just create an account with Treasury Direct, send the $10,000. If you want to do 10,000, you can do as little as 50, and squeeze a little more juice out of whatever cash you do have. So thank you all.